Okay, let's have a look at this question. So, we've got some data here about compact fluorescent lamps and light emitting diodes, both of which could be used to light a house, say. So, let's go through the question and see what we've got. Both bulbs produce the same useful power output. Okay, fair enough. Calculate the useful output of the CFL. Okay, so the input is 8 watts, but the efficiency is only 20%. So, to work this out, we don't really need an equation here. It's just simply, it's got 8 watts, and I'm going to multiply it by 0.2. So 1/5 of 8, and I get a useful power output of 1.6 watts. So, okay, right. Carrying on, calculate the efficiency of the LED bulb. Okay, well, I can do that. Now this time I really do need more of an equation. So let me write the equation down this time. And so you can look it up, but it's going to be the efficiency is the useful output over the total input, and I think this here, and if we multiply it by 100, that will give us what we need. Now the useful output is going to be the same as the CFL, what we've just calculated, so 1.6 watts. So I'll just get the information from the table. The actual power though of the LED is 5 watts. So the input is, let's get that straighter. Yeah, that'll do. Is 5 watts. So if I put that in now, so 1.6 divided by 5 multiplied by 100. So if I just tap that into a calculator, 1.6 divided by 5 times 100 gives me an efficiency of 32%. So the LED is slightly more efficient. Moving on. Sketch and label a Sankey diagram for the CFL. Well, let me just remind myself of the data that I actually had here. So if you remember, it's 20% efficient. The power input was 8 watts, and the useful bit, the light, was 1.6. Okay, so for the CFL, you want something like this. Let me get my pen back. So here we go. So this is the input, 8 watts. It does say sketch, by the way, so it doesn't have to be to scale. So we're coming this way. Now the actual power output, if I put this along here, the useful output, that tends to be the horizontal, is 1.6 watts of light. That's the useful bit. And then dropping out the side here are the bits that we can't use, which is the wasted. So I think it'll be 8 minus 1.6 should give me 6.4, I think, yeah. 6.4 watts of heat or other losses. So that should be a reasonable Sankey diagram. Right. So LED bulbs are expensive. This is because of the large number of individual electronic LED chips needed to produce sufficient light. Use the data from the table to evaluate the cost effectiveness of an LED bulb compared to a CFL. Right, well I think we need to go back and fill in some of this detail really, don't we? So that there was 32%. Okay. The cost of one CFL is going to be £3.10. They're both giving the same useful power output, so it doesn't matter if you use a CFL or an LED. They're the same. They'll give you the same amount of light. This one lasts for 10,000 hours. This one lasts for 50,000 hours. Okay, so I'll just do a little calculation here and then we'll answer the question before. So this one, the LED, lasts for 5 times as long as that. So you'd need 5 CFLs for every LED. So how much would that be in cost? So 5 times £3.10 equals, let me just calculate that, gives me £15.50p. So actually, if you look at it, it would be better to buy the CFLs because even though you're going to need 5 of them in the lifetime of one LED, it's still going to end up cheaper. So I think that's probably our best answer there. So let's just go down and write that down here somewhere. Okay, if I just leave that there. So there are 2 marks involved here. So I'll just try and express that in words really. So I think I'll put here better to buy a CFL because even though you need 5 of them, it still works out cheaper. Right. Scientists are developing brighter and more efficient LED chips than those currently used in LED bulbs. Suggest one benefit of developing brighter and more efficient LED chips. Well, I guess if they're more efficient, then more of the input energy is turned into light. So you need less input energy. So less input energy is needed. Could be that. Or you could make them smaller as LED chips would produce more light. Okay, moving on to the last part of this question. Oh no, that's the last part of the question.